Discover new photography. EXIF files of digital photos can tell you everything about the camera setting, exposure, aperture, focal length, ISO, or even the GPS data. You get none of these when you take analog photos. All you have is the photo itself. Black and white photographs aren't commercially viable, neither for advertisements nor photojournalism. Nevertheless, they are a priceless chronicle in that they have no purpose other than a record of a moment. In other words, they simply exist, nothing more, nothing less. The LEICA M6 is inconspicuous and silent, ideally suited for those in-between shots. It's perfect for moments without particular bearing, those random by-chance moments worth capturing. You can take a maximum of 36 photos with one film, then you have to rewind and insert a new one. As is sometimes the case, it can be very frustrating when you miss an opportunity because you're changing over films. But hey, that's life, call it fate. Everything is down to fate. You can't check whether the shot turned out well since you have no display. You'll find out afterwards whether focus, exposure, and aperture were correctly adjusted. If you screwed up, you simply screwed up. That's the way fate goes. The LEICA focus is something special. You have to combine two semi-transparent image sections until they overlap. The LEICA M6 is truly manual, which means you must first insert the film, wind it on, adjust aperture, shutter speed, focus, and only then are you ready to go. During a World Cup, everything has to be at the push of a button. It must be like clockwork, no matter how frenetic the situation is. Why torture oneself? Why take analog photos these days? Well, in terms of photo quality, analog photography is still a match for its digital counterpart. The aesthetics of the analog image, however, are one of a kind. Finely grained details and the diversity of grayscale cannot be surpassed. You are, in a way, forced to slow down and pay more attention to details. For example, examine G. Atherton's veins, or read what's written on Aaron Gwynn's mechanic's hand. For the record, it was Aaron's final run start time. No EXIF Part 2 will follow soon.